November 19, 2025. Moderately decent day today. It's about 45 degrees. Sun is in and out. Limited wind. So we're going to do some work outside this morning. I'm going to clean up the deck. I'm going to get all this stuff to one side, throw the tarp over it. We'll get rid of all this plant mess here. Get rid of all those leaves that are on the deck. And then we'll do another leaf sweep of the backyard. A leaf sweep of the side yard because a bunch of leaves blew back in. Here's what the side yard looks like. It's full of leaves again. And then I want to clean the front yard a little more aggressively. We'll blow the leaves off and then we're going to rake it up because there's lots of twigs and branches in the front yard from the wind. I don't want to put the lights down with all the twigs and stuff there because once you put the extension cords down, you can't clean this up and it's like a tripping hazard when you're walking around at night. It's not good. So we'll clean all that up and then we'll have the deck cleared off. I'm going to put some stuff on the deck this year for Christmas. And yeah, that's probably going to take about maybe 2 hours to do all that. I'm not going to film it because I want it to go quick. I have a lot of things I want to do today. Oh, we also got to take those lights off the railing. We'll change those out for the C9s. And there's another string of them right there. So I'll grab those lights in. I got to get these leaves off the floor in here. All this stuff, the rock, the frog, these things, and those string lights will all go in the attic for the winter. And then, unfortunately, that strawberry plant got stupid spider mites on it. So I think that's going to be the end of that, which is a real shame because it was doing good. The beans are still going. I've got a bunch of beans coming on here. So that's pretty cool. So we'll keep the bean plant for as long as possible. Alright, let me get started and I'll come back on the video when this is all done. I just got finished outside. It took a lot longer than I expected. There were way more leaves than I realized. So it just took a long time, but that's fine. I got all the leaves cleaned up. I got all the sticks out of the front yard and I got the deck cleaned up. So perfectly content with that. It's all done and those were prerequisite tasks for the lights to go up, so that's good. The only problem now is I'm left with looking at this filthy railing. I got on the door so I don't keep doing that. I started to clean this over the summer and in typical fashion I just never finished. Now without all the plants and stuff there, it's very obvious that it's dirty. So maybe if we get a particularly warm day with a lot of strong sun, I will go through and wash that off. But other than that, yeah, it is what it is. So the yard's spotless, front and back. Deck is clean. I just got to get one more cover to put over this thing, and we're done. And I just did it again. So I've actually bent the hook now, so I really need to get something to stick on the door, so I stop doing that. Okay, so now I gotta do a couple things on the computer and then I'll see how we're gonna organize the rest of the evening. I'm gonna have some dinner now. We'll have the fish from yesterday and the beans and the carrots from yesterday, and I'm gonna watch some videos on the CRT. Did you hear a bell? I'm gonna watch some videos on the CRT TV, and then we're gonna go see if we can find that other Chatham. Okay, we are en route to the other location now. A little later than I expected, but that's fine. I don't have to get up early tomorrow. It's cold. It's only 32 degrees now. So I really hope that we can find this other Chatham over there, and it's not just a figment of my imagination that it exists. I'm almost completely certain that it should be there, but I just don't remember. We'll find out soon enough. I wanted to be heading over there around like 7 or 8 o'clock. Now it's almost 9, but that's fine. The leaf cleanup took a long time. I didn't realize how many leaves there were. But it's okay because that was a prerequisite for putting the lights down. So now that's out of the way. It had to take place. And it was like a double task completion because the leaf blower had the perfect amount of fuel in it. And it was just about getting dodgy when I was done, so I let it run for a couple of minutes and it ran out. So the leaf blower got winterized as well. I need to clean it off a little bit. It's kind of dusty, but at least the gas is drained out because we can clean it inside anytime. So that was good. And then what else? Oh yeah, the deck is clean. So I think what I'm going to do on the deck is I'm going to put that nativity scene on the deck. I was originally going to put it in the front yard, but then the problem is, and this is an issue you run into whenever you're working with outdoor Christmas displays, if I set the thing up outside, I'm going to look at the back of it, because you're going to set it up to face the road. You're not going to put the back of the figures to the street and then face it towards the house. That would be ludicrous. But so I'm going to set it up so it looks good from the road, and I'm just going to look at the back of the manger scene all day. Look at Mary and Joseph's back. So I think because then I said, well, okay, fine, I won't put it in the front, we'll put it in the side yard. But the problem with putting it in the side yard is that in the side yard the leaves tend to blow all over the place from all the other houses and whatever, and they accumulate in the side road constantly all winter. And so I think if I put it in the side road, in the side yard, it's just going to get buried in leaves, and that's no good either. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll put it on the deck, and this way at least I can enjoy it from inside, and we'll see how it works. It's also possible that the thing might be blowing over all year and just having all sorts of problems. It seemed to me like it wasn't very heavy because when I was carrying the box through the store, I just picked it. I didn't get a trolley. I just picked it up and carried it. It doesn't weigh anything. So I don't know if they can be staked down somehow or what, but we might find that it's blowing all over the place anyways. And then, if it blows over when it's on the deck, that's not a big deal. Just go outside and fix it. But if it blows over in the yard, that's annoying. Plus, it could go in the neighbor's yard or whatever. So, not great. So I think what we'll do is I'll just put it on the deck, and then maybe next year or whatever in the future I can get a nice big wooden one for the front. But yeah, this one I think will have to go on the deck, and then we'll have to put a spotlight on it because it's not illuminated from the inside. None of those blow molds at the Home Depot are illuminated from the inside, which I don't understand. Why is it designed that way? That's kind of dumb. They should be designed so that, like the old school ones, where it's it's a bulb inside and the whole thing glows. I don't know why that's not a thing anymore, but it's not. So it has to be illuminated exteriorly. Or I suppose we could always modify it and illuminate it from the inside. I think Kevin modified at least the mouse and maybe a couple other ones from there. I don't remember. But he modified the mouse to have a bulb inside because it was the same problem. The thing has some lights on the outside, but it doesn't glow from the inside like a blow mold historically would. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I don't like the idea of putting spotlights around things because then it's going to detract from the lights. Christmas lights. You know, I'm going to have the C9s on the railing again, and I'm also going to have a little tree out there this year, if I can fix it. I have a, I don't know what you call it, but it's just like got a bunch of metal, like a bare tree, a bunch of metal branches. It's kind of like the same thing that deer is made out of, except it's a tree. So I have that, and I'm going to put that out there if I can fix it. It needs to be relamped. All the bulbs burnt out. Actually, I've got a couple of things I need to relamp. I have that decoration, and then I also have another pre-lit tree. It's an indoor tree, which is a very unique piece. That tree is, we've had it since the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, I think we got it. And it has mini lights on it, but some of them are opaque. It's a string of white lights. Some are the regular clear ones, and some are frosted, opaque, painted, or whatever you want to call them, which I have never seen before. And I always used to change the bulbs in it, you know, very particularly so they don't burn out. And then I guess my mother used it a couple years after I moved out, and she didn't change the bulbs, and they all burnt out. So I gotta see if I can fix that now. I have located one string of frosted bulbs. They're not exactly the same. I'm not sure if it's worth trying to order another string or not. They're kind of expensive. I think they were almost $15, you know, to get that string of 100 frosted lights. I might try to order another one and see if they're any better. These ones that I got, I think that they look more like a inside frosted incandescent appliance bulb, whereas the lights that were on there, they look like a white C9, opaque C9 bulb. It really was quite interesting. I've never seen anything like it anywhere else. I may just not be able to get those bulbs anymore, but it might be worth one more attempt if I can come up with the extra money for it, to see if I can get them. So we'll figure that out later. Oh, there's another purple street light. What a joke. I don't think I'm going to be taking any streetlight pictures tonight. It's cold. It's way too cold for that. But we'll come out here at some point and we'll take some pictures of that. Oh, that one's out completely right there. Alright, we got a couple things to flag on this road. This is a decent night to do street light inspections because there's a little bit of moonlight, so you can kind of see the top of the pole, and you can see if there's supposed to be a light there, but it's not on. But it's too cold. Now, after I stop at the other location to look for the ceiling fan, or this ceiling fan, I am going to go by a church. I don't remember what the name of this church is. I never attended this church, but it's on a really nice piece of property, and it has a huge evergreen tree next to a pond. And in years past, the evergreen tree has Christmas lights on it. It's huge. It's beautiful. And I want to see if it's done again this year. I don't think I went to see it last year or the year before last year. It's been a couple years now. But I want to go and see if we can take a look at that and maybe take some pictures of that tree. It's really quite a sight in person. That's kind of near the other location. That's maybe, I don't know how far out it is. 15-minute drive maybe. It's not too bad. So we'll check on that, and then that'll be it. And we'll have to go to the gas store as well. This car is almost out of gas. There's a gas store right here, but prices are not listed, and that's kind of suspicious. So I don't think we're going to go there. I don't know why the prices wouldn't be listed. That's kind of dumb. I don't know if that gas is a scam or a good deal. And no way to tell, apparently. That's a little better. I think that the lenses on the lights in this car are getting kind of foggy because it's hard to see at night. I don't know, maybe my eyes are deteriorating and it's not the lights, I don't know. Neither of myself nor the lights are getting any younger. Hopefully it's just the lights and we can fix it. There's the apple cider mill. We'll have to go there again in a couple days. I'm almost out of apples. That person's got to be going at least 75 or 80. Cutoff on this road's only 45, and we're going way over that. Now you could get a deer running out on this road. I mean, not that it's not going to break the car at 45, but it's going to be even worse at 75. See some Christmas lights. I've seen a handful of Christmas lights thus far. Two of them were incandescent. Those look incandescent to me. There was one vintage street light here on the right, which I want to take a picture of very soon. No, I don't have my high-vis vest with me. I want to take a picture of this before it gets canceled out. It's not really a good place to stop here. And it's way too cold to walk any distance. There is crosswalk, but I don't know where you could walk from. And there goes the out of fuel indicator. I forgot it was out of fuel. I would have gone and taken care of that during the day. Oh well. I see more Christmas lights. There we go. That's a pretty nice display. Oh, 3 houses there with Christmas light. There is some high pressure sodium street lights in that parking lot. I've already taken pictures of those. There's a light I want to take pictures of during the daytime in this lot here at Bill's. Doesn't work. I've never seen it on, or at least, so there's no point in taking pictures of it now. That gas store is kind of expensive. That was $3.09. We gotta be able to find a better deal than that. Some of them are in like $2.80 something now. I should have just done it before I left my area. Oh well. There's more Christmas lights. Those look incandescent to me. Maybe I'll just put a couple of gallons of fuel in at this one of the ones up here, and then I'll fill it the rest of the way when I get back home. If the price is high over here, I don't know what it is. I'll find out momentarily. I don't want to push it. I want to get stranded tonight. It's way too cold for that trash. It's $3.07. It's 2 cents better than the other one. There's Aldi here now? Huh, I didn't know that. Whoops, I just went past it. Stinking Aldi distracted me. Great. Well, there is another one. A couple miles up here. We'll go to this one instead. Yeah, Aldi's must be very new. I've never seen that before. This one at $3.09, that's goofy. Nah, I'm gonna buy 2 gallons and I'll fill it up at home. Oh, it looks like it's about to get a new delivery. I never like to buy it after it just gets delivered because I feel like it stirs up all the stuff in the tank or whatever. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna buy 2 gallons of gas, and that's it, because I ain't paying this crazy price over here. So many stinking ads on this thing. This is ridiculous. That's it, just 2 gallons. 2.116 gallons to be more precise. It's like 30 cents cheaper per gallon where I live. So I'm not playing this nonsense over here. And then this thing is asking if I want a car wash. Who are you gonna wash the car when it's freezing out? Then it's gonna turn to ice. Duh. Stupid. Who the heck washes a car when it's 31 degrees out? That's ludicrous. Well, now we got a quarter tank instead of none. That's a little better. At least now I don't feel like we're gonna get stranded. I gotta change oil in this car too. More stinking money is spent. It's always something. Looks like there's still some high pressure sodium streetlights at the salt area here. And it looks like the salt area has been filled up. We've taken pictures there before. It's closed right now anyways. But we've already taken pictures there. There's some more Christmas lights. Those are definitely incandescent. I gotta think where we are in relation to that tree. That other tree at the church. I haven't been there in several years now, actually. Okay, I just remembered where it is. Now I know how to get there. Yeah, it's not far off from where we're gonna go. Well, it's not far out of the way. It's not really near where we're going. Christmas lights. That's got quite a good amount of lights on it too. Wow. Christmas lights. Piece of junk flashing LED area light. We have some bad news. There was a Chatham over there, but it was in polished brass. It was not antique brass, which is kind of ironic because, you know, we're always trying to find these units in polished brass like the crest and whatever, and they keep showing up in the antique brass. Now I'm looking for the antique brass one and it's stinking polished brass. I have never been so disappointed in my life to see a polished brass fan. So that stinks. They're not that difficult to come across. I'm sure I'll find another one at some point. But I guess now I can find either. I have two polished brass ones. I didn't know that. I thought I only had one. I'm going to have to look around a little bit more at home and make sure that it's not at home. For some reason, I really thought that there was three of them, but since that one was polished brass, I feel like I'm just mistaking it. Because if there wasn't one over there, then it was a figment of my imagination. But I knew I saw one over there. I don't know why I thought it was antique brass. I think it doesn't exist. I think I have two antique brass and two polished brass, and that's it. Now, the good news is the triple install is not canceled. I picked up something else from over there, which we can use. I think this traffic light's broken. Now, we've been here for a long time now, and it's not changing. I'll give it another 30 seconds or so, and then I'm just going to go. I mean, this is ridiculous. Yeah, something is wrong here. If this was a sensor thing, it would have changed by now. I feel like if it was timed, it would have changed by now as well. I'm just gonna go, and if I get a ticket, I'm gonna take this video to court and say the light's defective, which is accurate. That light 100% is not working properly. Alright, now we're gonna go see if we can look at that Christmas tree. I hope I'm thinking of the right route. It's been a long time since I've been over there, but I think I know where it is. Now it might not have lights, they might be off, I don't know. I'm certainly not going to take the pictures tonight because it's way too cold, but I'm kind of hoping we see lights and they're just off, and we'll come back at a later time and take pictures. Now I did pick up a couple other things while I was over there. I got the Edison Infinite Speed box fan. That does exist, it was over there. So I got that. I got the Air King 9220, so we can swap the blade onto one of those other Lasco metal box fan pieces of junk things. And then I brought back a couple ceiling fans. And I'll keep in suspense what those are. There's a lot of cool ceiling fans over there. I gotta spend some time over there one of these days and reorganize it, because it's getting real sloppy, because I go over there and grab something and then go back home, and then there's a hole in the shelf, I never fill it in. It needs to be defragmented, if you will. And I could probably fit a lot more stuff over there. I'm gonna have to really scour the house now looking for this Chatham. I really thought that there was a third one, but maybe not. Maybe it was that antique that polished brass one I was thinking of. Alright, so I think what we have to do is we have to go down this road here. And then I think we got to take a left at some point. It should be on the left coming from this direction. I don't really remember this light being here. I wonder if that's our turn right there. I don't think so. No, it's not, because I remember this place here on the right. I don't know what it is, but I just remember that building exists. And of course we have someone behind us with obnoxious blaring DEL headlights following way too close. I can see those lights overpowering mine. I mean, it's ridiculous how close this person is. I can hardly see anything. It's not a passing zone. See, there's the deer sign. I mean, I don't know why you would race through an area that's known to have deer. And I'm traveling at the cutoff speed. I'm not going slow. Well, that's good. I didn't want to deal with that stupid blinding trash anyways. I think we have a ways to go, and then it should be up on the left. I think it's on this road. Driving this road at night. There's nothing in sight. If the car breaks, you're walking for miles before you get anywhere. And no street lights, can't see good. And there's woods on either side, so you got a deer hazard, significant deer hazard. It's 11 o'clock at night. What the heck is the rush? These people got to be going 60 plus miles an hour on this road. At least that person waited for the passing zone. Some Christmas lights here. Rude. Couldn't wait another 2 seconds to put up your stupid blaring DEL headlights. It should be coming up here on the left soon, because I know it's near this church that's on the right. At least I thought it was. Did we go past it? Streetlight's kind of interesting. It's like an amber color. I think, did we go past it? I can't. I really thought it was up there on the right. I'm going to turn around. I think we went past it. I thought it was kind of near where the other church is. I really thought it was just right up here on the right. Because there should be a road that veers off to the right. I remember the road that veers off to the right. Yep, there's the road. Yeah, there's the church. Okay, so let's take a look here. So the tree is right here. And let's see, are there any lights on it? Oh, there's the sign. The tree lighting. First Saturday in December, 5 o'clock. Okay, so then this is the tree here. I can't get the lights in the car on it, but that's it there. Okay, so then the tree should be good to go in a couple weeks. First Saturday in December at 5 o'clock. Maybe if it's not a cold day, we'll go. They must put the lights on really quite at the end. Or quite close, because they're not on yet. At least not that I could see. Well, that's good. I'm glad they're doing it again. It's a beautiful tree. It's the biggest one I know of around here. Alright. I'm going to go back home a different way because we're closer in a different direction than we were before. Yeah, it really stinks about the Chatham, but oh well. I haven't driven this route in a long time. I used to drive this route when I would go to my aunt and uncle's house for dinner. When I was in college, my grandparents and I used to go there every week, once a week for dinner. And I would come after a couple of my classes and I would drive this road. Did that for years. Okay, so now we gotta think about what are we gonna do with the kitchen. Maybe what I'll do, for the sake of the Christmas stuff, maybe I'll put the light back for now. I'll put the two Chathams up. Two antique brass Chathams. And we'll just go with those for the start of Christmas. Because those are going to look really nice with the Christmas stuff. And I don't have a third control set up anyways. Eventually I'm going to put 3 Stacko controls in there, one for each fan. You know what I could do, just as a kind of temporary quick setup, I could tap into the wire for one of those fans, so I can grab the switch and I can just run the switch wire over. Oh, I could do that for the time being, just to get a slower speed. Well, I think I'm just gonna go back to just gonna go back to the 2 for now. I like the 3, but we'll just go back to the 2 so I can get it set up and I can leave it alone and work on the Christmas stuff for a while instead. Because I gotta start working on this Christmas stuff more than the fans. So there's a lot of Christmas stuff there, but it wasn't on. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do the 2 Chathams, unless I happen to be able to find that the 3rd one somewhere, which I'm not gonna have time to look between then and now and then, whatever. I think I want to do this tomorrow. Get this sorted out tomorrow, and then go from there. The other units that I have, the 3 of that I grabbed this time, don't have lights for those, and I think that we're going to want to have the lights.